Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video we just created all APIs of product. If you are not seen that video, just go to the description and check out the link. In this video we are going to write all the APIs of bill. So let us start with that. So first we need to install some of the packages which we are going to use in bill. So let us start with that. So here we have to write npm install, and after that the first package we are going to install is EJS, this one, and after that HTML, PDF, and after that path, and to generate UUID we have going to use this. Okay, after that you have to press enter. So it will take 1 or 2 minutes to install all these packages, so we have to wait for it. So now you can see all the packages has been installed successfully in our system. So let's move to the package.json file, and here we can see EJS is there, HTML, PDF is there, and you can see the path is there and UUID is there. Okay, so now the next thing is we are going to create a table. So let me move to the table.json file, and here we have to write create table, and the table name should be bill, and after that id int, and it should be not null, and it should be auto increment, and UUID varchar 200 not null, actually this one, and name varchar 200 255 we are going to write, not null, it should be also not null, and after name the next is email varchar 255, and it should also not null, and after that contact number, so this one we are going to store, so varchar, and it should be of 20 length, not null, and after that payment detail, actually payment method, what type of method they are following, so payment method, and varchar, and in this we have to write 50 not null, and after payment method the next is created before payment method, sorry, after payment method it should be a total int not null, and after total the next is product details, and it should be a JSON type actually, and it should be default null, and created by we also going to store, so varchar 255 not null, and after that primary key id, and here we have to like put semicolon at the last. Let me move a little bit, let me copy this line of the code, let me open the MySQL, we have to enter the password, use cafe Node.js, and let me paste this like a query and paste enter to create the table. After that we can see the description by DSC description bill, you can see ID, UID, name, email, contact number, payment, total, product details, and created by, you can see table has been created successfully. Now we have to move to the routes, and here we are going to create a EJS file, actually embedded JavaScript file we are going to create. So new file, and that file basically used to generate the report, actually that will be something like HTML page, in that we are going to put our values. Okay, so here we have to write HTML, it should be HTML, okay, and inside this one we will have header, and head should be include of the style, so style, and in this we have going to put some of the styles, so table, and in the table we are going to set the fonts, design font family, actually this one, and it should be Arial Arial and sans this one, serif this one. Okay, after that border collapse this one, it should be a collapse one, and after that width we are setting it as 100%, and after table we are going to add the css for th and td, and the border it should be 1px solid, and it should be in dd this color, and after that text aligned should be left, and padding we are going to pad it at 8px. Okay, so as much css you want you can add it, because this is just like a html page. So right now I make it as simple, so you can add as much css as you want as per your choice. Okay, so after that head has been like declared, so after that we have to write for the body. So body, inside body, so first we are going to write html. So here we are going to add the style, so text aligns should be center. So here we are going to write cafe management system. So the project name we are like cafe, or you can say the name you have to write. Okay, so my project name is cafe management system, so I write that. After that we have to create a table, so table, and it should be tr first. Okay, and inside tr we are going to write th, and here we are going to write name and put a space, and here we are going to print that value by writing like this. Actually, one second, here, and here we have to pass that name. So here this is like a variable, we are going to print that value. Whatever we are going to send it to this page, we are going to display it over here. So in this way we are going to dynamically insert the different name, or different like for every user we are going to insert it like that. Okay, after that we have to write th, and here we have to write email, and percent equals, and here we have to write email, and we are going to copy the same thing below. Okay, here, and we are going to just change this one, so contact number, and it should be also changed, so contact number, and here we need to change this to payment method, and here we also need to change payment method, this one. And after that the first table has been completed. So let me move to the next part of this table, where we are going to put insert actually like product details. So product details, here first we have to write, so product details, and now we have to again create a table, so table, this one, and here we have to write tr, and inside tr th will be there. So here I'm going to write name, and after that th, and after name the next one is for category. After category the next one is for quantity, and price, and sub total, these things. Okay, after that we also need to print now all the details, product details, which we get it from array or somewhere. So we have to print that. So for that, first we have to check if the student not a student actually, so data dot length. Okay, so here we have to write here. Okay, first we need to write here product details, and after that we are going to first check the length. So length, it should be like this, 0, and after that we need to close this one. So let me close this, and after that we have to like start the loop. Okay, so let me start that. So product details dot for each loop actually we are going to use. So for each, and here we are going to write product, it should be like this. Let me delete this two part and let me close this. Okay, after that we have to write here tr, and in this actually we have to write td, and in this here we have to, let me print first actually the name. So product dot name, and the same way we have to write it for others. So it should be, let me copy this one, 1 2 3 4, you can see total 5 we have. So after first name, so next is category, and after category next one is quantity, and after quantity the next one is for price, and the last one is total. So total. Okay, after printing this outside of tr, from here we have to close the first bracket, last one, so this one, and we have to write this, let me write here this one, at this place we have to write this, and after that put semicolon, and in the next line we are going to close the final bracket, this one. So this one we close it from here, and this one we close it here. After that the table part is also completed. So now we have to print the total. So let me h3, and here we have to write total. The same way we are going to write here equals, and okay, here all the places we forget to write equal, so we also need to write that equal here too, and the last position. Yeah, now here we have to write total amount and save it. Also puts little bit of space in this, over here too. Let me check our part, also put here space and paste it. Okay, now move back over here, and after that h3, and here we have to write thank you for visiting, please visit again. So we have to write that message and we have to save it. So you can see EJS file has been created. Now we have to create a new file over here. That one will be a build file. So right click, new file, build.js, and in this we are going to write the APIs which use that EJS file. So first we are going to import few things. Express equals require, and it will be express, and after that const connection we are going to import this one. So require connection, this one, and const router express dot router, this one we need to import, and let EJS is equals to require, we need to import this one, EJS, and let PDF we need to import, and require Here we need to import it, actually EJS, here we need to import HTML PDF, this one. And after that we have to import path, so path require, and here we have to write path. After that we have to import one fs, so this is by default provided by Node, so we don't need to install anything, so just write fs. And after that we have to import UUID require, and here we have to write UUID, this one. And after that we are going to import auth service, so require, and here we have to write services, and here we have to import authenticate services. So here we don't need to use role based service because we don't need to restrict any API, so we are not going to import that. So now we have to create one API, so router dot post method we are going to create, and this one is basically to generate the report actually. So generate report, this API we are going to call, and auth.authenticate services we are going to call, and request.response we are going to, okay. And after that here we have to const stat, and we have to generate a UUID, so generated UUID we are going to create a variable, and from UUID we are going to create one, so v1 version. This one is a time waste, okay, so every time it will give a unique one, okay. After that we have to write const dot order details, actually we are going to get this from request dot body, this one. And after that actually we are going to get a product details report, actually. So basically this variable we are going to get it from product details in this. So let me open this one. So basically from front end we are going to get in the product details we are going to value like this. So basically you need to convert this to remove this slash from this one. We are going to use JSON.parse, this one. So for that we are going to use it. So product details dot product details, actually this one we are going to check, okay. So this variable we are going to expecting it from body, actually. So order details dot product details, okay. So after that these variables we have to store the data in our database. So for that first we have to write here a query. So I'm going to write here query, and here we have to write insert into bill, and here we have to write name, UUID, email, contact number, and payment method, and total product details, and created by, actually these things which is required to insert. So values, and we have to put question mark, so it should be 8 question mark 3 3 6 7 8, yeah. So let me put 8 1 2 3 4. Let me copy this and let me paste it at again. You can see 8 now, and move to the next line. After that we have to create the connection dot query, this one, and in this we have to just pass that query. After that here we forget to write where, and here we have to pass all those 7 values. So we are going to write, so order details dot name, that one is expected. So order details dot, no, order, not order details actually. So we have to pass the generated UUID which has been generated over here. So we are going to pass that ID over here, and after that order details dot email we are expecting. And after email, the next one is order details dot contact number. So after that, order details dot payment method, and after payment method, the next one is for order dot total, actually total amounts. Okay, let me write here order details dot total amount, and after that, order details dot product details. Actually, we need to store that directly, we don't need to convert. So here we converted it to pass this to PDF, not to save it in database actually. So we just, whatever we are getting it from frontend, we are directly going to store it in the product details. Okay, after that, the last one, what we are expecting from token. So response dot locals dot email, here we have to write, and let me show you the complete line what we written over here. So order dot name, generated UUID, order details, email, contact number, payment, total amount, product details, and email. Okay, you can see. After that, error or results, here we are expecting, okay, the spelling of results is wrong, this one. And after that, we have to write, you can see at last we write this one, curly bracket, and we close it. Okay, after that, here if there is no error, in that case we are going to execute if condition, else we are going to return with response dot status 500, and with whatever the error is in that, we have to return. Okay, so after that, if we have to write here EJS, we have to use this one dot, and render file, we have to write this one, and we have to basically join the path. So path dot join, this one we need to call, and underscore this one, like the name, and after that we have to pass double quotes, and after that we have to pass the file name actually. So it should be not from here, so report dot EJS, okay, it should be in double quotes actually first. So report, actually this file name we have to pass. So here you can see report.ejs, so report.ejs, and here we have to after comma, we have to pass all the details we want to pass in this file actually. So whenever we want to render that or create the file, we have to pass all the details, so that we can change it over here, and each and every places. Okay, so for that we are using, so let me go back over here at Bell, and here in report, this one is for product details. So first we are going to write product details, which we are getting, we have to send. So it should be from, you can see this variable we have created, so we are going to pass it from here. And after that, the next which we are going to pass is name. So name should be also from order details dot name, and after name, the next one is for email. So order details email, and after email, the contact number, this one, and it should be also from order details dot contact number. After contact numbers, we have to write payment method. So payment method, so basically we are going to pass it from order details dot payment method, we already have. And after that, total amount, we are going to pass it from order details dot total amount. And after that, let me show you in single line actually. Let me break this one so that you can see it complete in single line actually. Okay, So this is what we write. So product, in product details we are passing the product details which we converted to JSON form, not okay. And after that, name we are passing, email address, contact number, payment method, and total amount whatever we have. So these things we are passing. Let me revert this it again back. And at last here, after this we are going to write error or result. So error, results, and this one, and we have to press enter. Okay, so let me show you the last one, and here. And after that, after that we have to check that if there is any error occur or not. So if there is any error, so directly we are going to return response.status with 500.json and with whatever the error we have. And an else condition, what we are going to do is we have to going to pdf.create, we are going to call this, and whatever the data we have to, and dot to file, actually to file this one, and where we need to create that PDF. So for that we are going to create a new folder over here. So new folder, and here we are going to write, so generated underscore PDF. We are going to create a file, sorry, not file, actually it's a folder. So we created that folder. So here we have to pass that path. So here we are going to write, let me move a little bit up. So here's generated underscore PDF, and after the slash plus, and here we have to pass the generated UUID plus, and it should be extension of .pdf, and it should be a function, and error comma data, and here we have to just write this like this. And if there is any error occur, so in that case we are going to print console.log, and here we have to write the error, and we also need to return with the response.status 500 here dot JSON with error, and an else condition, what we are going to return here is, okay, return response.status with 200, and here we are going to just return the whatever the UUID has been generated. We are just going to return that. So UUID and generated UUID we are going to return. Okay, so let me save this, let me format this document. You can see, so our API to generate the PDF is ready. Okay, so let me import this one, and let me also connect this one. Okay, so here let me write here module dot exports equals router, this one, and save this. And we also need to connect that bill to over here. So let me write here const bill route, and here we have to write require singles. Here we have to not this much here, and here we have to go to routes, and the bill here we have to call this, and app dot use, here we have to write slash bill, and here we have to write bill route and save it. So you can see that one is connected with over here. So let me open the terminal and let me start this project actually. So npm start, so it will start our server. So we have to wait for a few seconds actually. Okay, it's giving us some kind of error. So app.user, okay, where we write this, okay, here we write this one. So app.use, make it as my mistake. You can see server started successfully. So now we have to open this one, and let me write here bill. Okay, so let me check out the API name. So generated report. So here we need to change this to this, and we have to write here post method, and after that here we have to go to the body, and in this we have to pass name. And so name, let's say right here, btech days, and after that email, we are going to pass the email. So email btech days@gmail.com, and after that the payment method. So payment method, we are going to write here cash, and after payment method, okay, so contact number we also need to pass. So contact number, and here we have to pass 123 123 1231. And after payment method, the next we have to pass the total amount. So let's write here 123 and put comma. Okay, here we forget to write the comma. And after total, the next we have to return product details, and in this we have to pass like the data like this. So I'm going to copy it from here, and here you can see the common thing is like before double quotes, you can see here we place a space slash, sorry. So you have to just make it as like that. So this one is a 1, and you can see the index 0 position is with this value. So in the same way you can press put comma and add n numbers. So basically you don't need to manage these things, it will come in from front end. So for testing purpose right now you can write it if you want. Okay, so let me move back over here, let me paste it over here, and let me hit our API. So let me hit it. So you can see, okay, we are getting forbidden. Okay, we did not pass as a token, that's the reason we are getting it. So let me hit this and let me get a token, and let me move back over here in authentication, let me paste that token and let me hit it. You can see we are getting some kind of error, total cannot be null. Okay, so the total value we are getting null. Okay, so let me change in body actually, so it should be a total amount. So total amount, let me hit it again. Okay, so we are getting some error, connection error. So let me check out the server. Okay, let me save this, data is not defined. Okay, so let me decrease this one, and okay, data is not defined actually. Okay, so basically actually we need to pass this one result actually in that one. So just paste it over here, and let me hit that API again. So let me click on it. So let's wait for a few seconds. Now here you can see we get the UUID. It means that the file has been created in our generate PDF folder. So let me open in the like file explorer, and let me show you the PDF actually. So let me open this. Actually we have to wait for a few seconds. So now you can see the PDF here. You can see the name, cafe management system, you can see the name, btech days, you can see the contact number. Okay, here you cannot see those details actually, whatever we passed. It means that there is some mistake we did. So let me test it out and let me fix that issue. Okay, I got the issue actually. So let me move to the report.egs. So here you can see the spelling was wrong. So let me save this and let me try to hit that API again actually. So we have to wait for a few seconds. So you can see PDF has been created. So let me open the folder, and you can see the new one PDF is there. You can see we are able to insert the data, complete data successfully. Okay, so let me try with some more data. So I'm going to copy this one and I'm going to replace over here this part, and let me hit it again. So I want to test it out, it's working fine or having any error. You can see we receive a UUID. So let me open this PDF, and here you can see we have two data right now. So it means that PDF generation is working fine as expected. So now we are going to write a new API to get the PDF. So whenever we hit the API, it will return that PDF whatever we generated. So basically we are going to use this UUID and we are going to send it to backend. On the basis of that, it will return that PDF, or if that PDF does not exist, in that case we are going to return like a new PDF after creating it. So let's write a new API for that. So here we are going to write router dot post method, this one. Let me move a little bit up, this one. And here we have to write get PDF, and after that we have to auth dot authentication, this one, and function request response, and here we have to write const dot order details. We are expecting request dot body, this one. Okay, we are getting some kind of error. Okay, so actually we don't need to write this one, remove this one. Okay, you can see error has been removed. And after that we have to write const dot pdf path actually pdf path, and in this path basically we are going to write generated underscore pdf plus order details dot uuid, we are going to expect it, plus and singles dot pdf, and after that if fs dot exist sync, this one, and pdf path, if this path is exist, in that case we are going to response dot content type, this one, application. Okay, so it should be in double quote, so application slash pdf, this one, and fs dot create read stream, this one, and pdf path, this one, dot pipe, and we are going to response. Okay, and in else condition, first we are going to deserialize the product, this one, product details, so json dot parse, and here we are going to write order details dot product details, this one, and after that we have to copy the above same code of this one else condition. So within this one we have to copy all the lines of the code from EGS to above of if condition. From here when you click on it, you can see in the bracket closing over here. So we need to copy this line of the code, and we have to paste that same of the line of the code and else condition after this one. Okay, paste it, and after that here we have to do some minor changes. So we are going to copy this two line of the code and we are going to paste it over here. We will return that PDF, not going to return. Okay, so here we are going to paste it, and after that our API is ready to use actually. So let me save this and let's get this. Let me open this one. Okay, let me open a new one actually. Let me copy this one, paste it over here, and let me get PDF, and it should be a post mapping body raw JSON, and we are also going to copy the authorization token, and I'm going to paste it over here in authorization and bearer token. Let me decrease this one. Okay, and I'm going to copy the same body from here, all the complete and paste over here the get PDF, and I'm also going to copy this one token actually, sorry, UUID from here, and I'm going to paste it over here, and I'm going to hit the API. So here we are getting some kind of error. Generated is not defined actually, so we are hitting the get PDF. So let me open that. Generated UUID is not defined. Okay, so we don't need to write here generated UUID. Basically we have to change it to order details dot UUID. We are expecting it from here. You can see get PDF. Here we have to change it. Okay, we rightly copy paste from the above API, but we need to do few modification in this. So that's the reason I write here ID, and let me check. We are passing any UUID here? No. Okay, so we are ready to check the API again. So let me hit that API again, and here you can see it's taking. Okay, there's some more error is there. API crashed. Okay, let me check it out. So the error here you can see we have generated PDF. Here you can see here we have to just place here this one and save it, and we are ready to test again. So let me try to hit the API again. Now you can see finally we got the PDF in response. You can see here, and let me do one thing. Let me delete all this PDF from here and let me test the else condition actually. So let me hit the API actually. So it need to be create a new PDF for us and going to return. You can see it returns a new PDF. Let me open here. You can see a new PDF has been created. You can see also the timestamp here, like whenever it has been created. So it means that our get PDF API is also working as expected. So now we have to write few more APIs. So one is to get all the bills and one is to delete the PDFs, not PDF actually. So just to delete that record. So let me write here get bills actually, and authenticate token, comma, request.response.next, and here we have to just write, let me move a little bit up, where query, and we have to write select star from bill order by ID DESC disk. Okay, and after that put semicolon, and after that connection dot query, and in this we have to pass query, and if there is any error occur or results, we don't need to pass anything, so I'm not going to write that. And here if there is no error, in that case else return response.status 500.json, and whatever the error we are going to get, we are going to return. After that return response.status with 200.json results, whatever we will get, and we are going to save it. So now we are going to test this API actually. So let me move back over here and let me write here get API. Let me paste this and let me hit the API. You can see we are getting the response. You can see ID 54321. This data we have inserted right now. So this all details is visible right now with their all the UI, all the details actually in that table. Okay. So it means that get bill API is working fine as expected. So now we have to write a new API to delete that bill actually. So router dot delete, we are going to call this one, and here we have to write delete slash ID auth dot authenticate token and request dot response dot next, this one, and here we have to write const ID is equals to request dot params and dot ID we are going to get it, and where query is equals to double quotes delete from bill where id is equals to question mark. Let me move a little bit up this one, and here we have to write connection dot query. This one we need to pass the query over here, and after that we have to pass the id. So I'm going to write id, and if there is any error or results, this one, and if there is no error occur, in that case our else condition, we are going to return with response.status with 500.json with whatever the error is there. And in if condition, we are going to check that raw has been affected or not. So raw dot affected raws is equals to 0. It means that there is no deletion happen. So return dot response dot status with 404.json, and here we have to write message bill id does not found. We have to write this, and we have to return response dot status 200.json. we have to write message bill deleted successfully. We have to write this message, and we are going to return this. Let me save this out. Let me format this document, you can see, and after that we are going to hit the API. So let me write here this one /1 I'm going to write. Okay, and after that we are going to make it as delete API. Let me hit this. You can see bill deleted successfully. Let me try it again. You can see bill id does not found. So let me test that, like the get API. In the get API we hit the API, and let me check it out. So here you can see id1 does not exist. Okay, let me also show you over here. So select start from bill, press enter. You can see 2 3 4 5 IDs exist, but 5 does not exist. It means that its delete API of bill is working fine as expected. So this is all about bill APIs of cafe management system project. I hope you guys like this video, so please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.